How to maintain balance in your life. Uh, this is a very common question. How do you balance every part of your life? You've got your work, your career, your business. You've got your health, your fitness. You've got your happiness and your awareness. You've got your relationships. Um, you've got your education, your learning, reading. How is it possible to progress on in all of these different categories at the same time and maintain a good balanced lifestyle? Well, the truth is, you can't. You see, the thing is with balance is there's no such thing. There's a nice analogy of the ballerina. Now, if you look at a ballerina and the way she stands perfectly on her toes like this, and it looks like she's just perfectly balanced and floating in the air, and she floats around the stage with perfect balance. But if you look closely at her feet, you'll see that in actual fact it's wobbling like this all the time, right? Back and forward, back and forward. That's how she maintains her balance. Slight adjustments here and there, right? So the same goes for life, and you can never have a perfectly balanced life. That you're always going to go through periods where you're focusing on one thing more than something else. You always go through periods where you're really focused and you're really motivated to be working on your business or in your career or whatever your artistry is, and then you'll go through other periods where you're really focused on getting stronger in the gym or losing more weight or improving your physical fitness. Likewise, you may find if you're doing some sort of meditation practice, you may find you're really progressing well with that, and that's at the forefront of your mind. Or it could be your relationships. You're progressing really well at meeting women, or perhaps you're in a monogamous relationship and you're really developing a deep, meaningful connection with someone. And in an ideal world, you'd be able to do all of these at the same time, but the fact is it's just not realistic. That's just not how the world works. So you have to go with the flow a little bit. You have to allow yourself, sometimes, like, I've been meditating, like today, I was meditating, as I do every single day, for 20 minutes, and I found that I was just my mind was just thinking the whole time. I don't think I even had a single moment of presence for the whole 20 minutes. Not even a moment. And sometimes sometimes it goes really well, and I'm really just I start the meditation, I start the timer, and it's like boom, mind is just quiet instantly, and I just maintain that really well. But other times, I'm thinking about my business, and things are happening in my business, and it's just my mind just is always thinking about that. And that can happen for a week or so, where I'm not getting any progress with my meditation practice at all. And in the past, this has happened in the past, and I gave up on the meditation. I thought, I'm not making any progress here. What's the point in wasting 20 minutes every single day? What's the point? Same with the gym. When you're working out in the gym, if you're not fully focused on it, because you'll go through periods where you're really focused on making progress in the gym, and then other times where you're just really not, you're just going through the motions, you're really not bothered about it, you don't feel, all your energy is going towards your business, and you don't have the energy to be adding more and more kilograms every single session and progressing like that, and you feel like you're stagnating, and sometimes you give up and you just focus on the business or whatever it is that's in your mind at the moment, and then you start stagnating a little bit with your business, or perhaps your attention switches towards something else, a relationship or something, and all you want to do is focus on the relationship, and then you kind of neglect the other thing. Now, yes, you should switch your focus. It will happen, right? You will go through periods of focusing on one thing and then on another thing. It's impossible to focus on everything all the same time. But what you should do, what is important, is to maintain the ritual, okay? Maintain the ritual of working out every single week, right? Regularly, 3-4 times a week, whatever your schedule is. Maintain the schedule. Just turn up to the gym. Just turn up to the gym, allocate that time in your day, out of your schedule, and just turn up. You don't have to really push it, right? You don't have to progress all the time, but keep that space there so that in the future you can, right? Same with like meditation, meditate every single morning, 20 minutes. But there's going to be times where it just seems totally pointless. You're just sitting there thinking, right? You're not getting any benefit from it whatsoever. But you've got to keep that ritual going, right? Because it's all about the ritual. Because if you stop, then there's no opportunity for you to then go back and and go into a period of making progress in that area of your life, right? Same with your relationships. You have to maintain a ritual in your relationship, to spend time with each other. Allocate time to be spending good quality time with that person, okay? Or with your children, or with your friends, whatever it is, right? You've got to keep the space there, right? Same with your business. Have the space there. You don't have to be progressing, right? But keep the schedule, keep the ritual going, right? Even if you're not progressing. So that's it, really. You've got to maintain balance in your rituals, maintain balance in your schedule, but your focus is always going to shift, right? So you've got to allow that to happen, and you've got to give yourself the space for that to happen. So yeah, that's just my thoughts today on balance. Finally, if you're on YouTube, please press the subscribe button, because I'm going to be sharing videos like this all the time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to answer them. Feel free to ask them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer every single one. And if it's a good question, I'll probably make a video on it as well. Also, I have more information on my blog, which is oliverhimself.com. And you can also follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll leave links for that down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.